If I tell you this, it was shocking, and I cried because I would just say it was life-threatening. Do you know why forgiveness is most times hard? It's because the people we are to forgive are not just strangers. Most times, they are people we've trusted. There are people we did not even expect them to do quarter, not to talk of half of what they end up doing to us. I will be sharing with you my life experience, and I'll also be sharing with you what I picked from this experience, and I hope it's going to be a blessing to you, and as well as what actually happened that surprised me after I forgave. Just a quick one, please hit the like button, it's going to help this video. And if you're interested in content like this, please hit the subscribe button. Now let's get straight to it. While doing my national youth service, I had a friend. Now for the sake of this video, I'm just going to name that friend as Mr. X. Okay, in school then, the national youth service, they were being paid allowance, and obviously if you from Nigeria or you know anything about the national youth service, that is the NYSC Corps, which is a very interesting program for 1 year. The money was not really big enough, so I decided to start practicing my entrepreneurship skills. So I decided to start investing. I'm going to buy clothes to resell for the corpers, because where we were was actually far from the city and where we could get quality good stuff, you know. So I told my few of my friends, and part of those friends which I was very close to was Mr. X. Now, this Mr. X, just take note of this Mr. X name, because he is the main factor of this story. The first time I went out to get my goods, I traveled for a very short, not quite long distance, but I traveled out of the city then to go into where I could get the product. So I got my product and I was very excited, and I called my friends, and obviously part of my friends were Mr. X. I think he was the first person that was even, or second person that was there to check the product. And guess what happened? He wanted to support me as a good friend that he was, that I supposed to be, and he got some of the things. No, he got most of the things, and I was excited that my friend was supporting me. He got most of the things that I bought, and now it was time to make payment, right? Because I knew that we were all young people, we were just coming out from university, and most of us were not just working. We're not working yet, just depend on the allowance. So the prices were just fair and favorable enough, just little on top to just make me to just keep the business running. So I was not surprised when he got most of the things there, because they're actually affordable and they're actually good quality stuff, because obviously I like quality. Okay, that's by the way. It was time to make payment, right? Mr. X now told me he was just going to take the stuff to his room, and he was just going to use the ATM down. So I wasn't scared, because obviously he's my friend. Why? Yeah, he's my friend. You're going to just use the ATM, and so why? But after then, I didn't see Mr. X. And when I see him, he was far off. Unlike before, what's happening, it was just so strange. Well, I decided to just let it go. Probably some, I don't know, but I didn't expect what was happening, what was just unfolding. I will just keep the long story part, but something actually happened that was just out of it. If I tell you this, it was shocking, and I cried because I would just say it was life-threatening. I kept on asking him for my money, like he kept on giving attitude, but there was this incident I don't like remembering, but for the sake of this video, I just want to share it with you. Evening or night, just outside the Coppers Lodge there, because I was staying in Coppers Lodge. I saw him around, and I was like, Mr. X, can I have my money, please? It was like in a dark passage. People passed through there, but that was in a dark place. There was no light there. People passed there, so I wasn't really scared there. You know what happened? He crossed his hands over my neck. He was trying to press me to the wall. That was scary. My neck hurts me. I felt bad. I felt scared. Oh my God, that was just what I didn't expect. This is supposed to be my friend. What were you trying to do? He didn't say anything. I asked him for money. He didn't say anything. What he did was just to press my neck to the wall with his two hands like this. I have never experienced that in my life, and that was, I don't know, that was his way of telling me never to ask him for that again. But my day after that, I didn't say anything to him. I decided to let go. And I told God sincerely I forgave him, and just handed him over to God. It was easier said than done, but as at that time, it was not easy when I was saying it. And when I was letting go, it was not easy, because I felt pained. I felt betrayed. This was supposed to be my friend. Mr. X was supposed to be my friend, was supposed to support me. Why is it that after I asked for my money, he decided to do that to me? I felt bad. I felt betrayed. But what happened after I forgave Mr. X was shocking, more shocking later. And that I'm going to share with you at some part of this video. These are the few things I picked from my experience with Mr. X. 1, tragedy. You see, most times, and often times, forgiveness is actually needed after a tragic experience has happened. If something bad or unusual or tragic have not happened, there will usually be no need for a forgiveness. So when something bad is happening, just have it at the back of your mind. This helped me that just let go, because obviously there's some things that you cannot fight on your own. Not even when you're a child of God. Glory to God. There's some things that are going to be restrained from doing, and that's what I learned from that experience. And the second one I learned is life. That as long as you're breathing, as long as you're alive, people are going to hurt you. Some intentionally and some unintentionally. That is life for you. But this is what a wise man said. A wise man said that I forgive even before they hurt me. Glory to God. My dear, for you to maintain your mental capacity, for you to remain insane, this was years ago, not to talk of this generation now, for you to remain insane and calm, to keep yourself, body and soul together. My dear, if you have to apply this principle of forgiving before it happened. Glory to God. And the third one is this: freedom. You forgive not because they actually deserve it, but because of you. You forgive for yourself because you deserve that peace. You deserve that calmness. You deserve to be sane. You deserve to live your life. You deserve to see ahead. Now, based on natural judgment, I forgave Mr. X not because he actually deserved it, if you think of it naturally, but because I deserve my sanity. Who would have gone through what I went through? And do you understand? I deserve the freedom that comes with forgiving people. I deserved it, and I did that for myself. Then the fourth one is this: hope. You can't really hope and think to have a better future when you are dwelling in unforgiveness. My dear, unforgiveness is a luggage, a very big luggage, dirty luggage, stinking luggage. Does not only disrupt you from walking fast and going fast-paced in life, it smells. Glory to God. It stinks. Literally. It does stink, and it's a luggage, a bad one indeed. You need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive the past and let go and take hold of that which the future has for you. I will be sharing with you what happened after I forgave Mr. X. It's so surprising. But before then, just a quick one. Kindly type forgive in the comment section to help me know that you reached this part of the video. So years down the line, I received a call from someone who introduced himself as Mr. X. I was surprised because that was a long time. I think I still had the same number, or I don't know what happened, but I received the call and that was his voice. He said something that surprised me. He said that things had not been going well for him. Things had been turning upside down. I don't know where he went to. I don't know if he imagined it, but he said that it was because of what he did to me. After that incident that happened, they held my neck to the wall. He didn't talk to me. Nothing happened after then again. So he called me. I was asking me to forgive him. But the truth was that I had already forgiven him. So I didn't know where all those was coming from. But I just felt that probably God has a way of fighting your battles for you, even when you think that you've made decisions that will actually seem foolish to some people. Especially when the voice is from God and say, just let go, just let go. I think that is the right time to let go. Because, my dear, God is not an unjust God. He's not an unjust judge also. Glory to God. He judges right. Glory to God. So I told him, like, I had already forgiven you. I had nothing, not against you. So, my dear, in my own thought, like, if things are not actually working for you, I don't think it's for me. If God was actually punishing you, maybe, but I had let go. So if you're actually holding to the past, I was actually surprised he called, because I was the least person I was expecting. And when I forgave, I forgot about the incident and I didn't want to remember. That was just what happened. My dear, forgiveness is more for you than for the person that did the offense. You deserve the peace of mind, the freedom that comes from forgiveness. The rule of thumb, or what our advice is, before the offense, forgive. But please, if you are in any abusive environment, if you are being abused emotionally, physically, and otherwise, first run for your life before you start making any decision. Save your life first, please, because we've heard stories, we've heard instances of people. Save your life and don't think twice before running out of any of such abusive environment, either relationship, physically, mentally, emotionally, any area where you are being abused, even financially as well. Save your life, my dear. Thank you as always for staying to the end. Please watch the next video on your screen and see you there.